And at 174 pounds, Mark Hall, he came out of redshirt in the middle of the year last year for Penn State, won a national title. Myles Amine, the sophomore from Michigan, who was a All-American as a redshirt freshman last year, fourth in the NCAA, third in the Big Ten.
Well, this is tough duty for Hall. He just continues to impress.
For Michigan All-American, Myles Amine.
One of those guys that kind of the more you wrestle him, the better that Hall looks. And
Penn State's Mark Hall ranks second in the nation at 174.
yeah, just like Joseph before him, right back into the cement mixer. Good job by Amine getting out of that. We've seen that happen before. Last year at the Ohio State meet.
Myles Amine, a sophomore, brother of Malik, who you saw at 149. Detroit Catholic Central. Mark Hall, Apple Valley, Minnesota. National champion last year as a true freshman for Penn State at this weight class, 174 pounds. Undefeated this year. And he won his first Southern Scuffle this year.
Good. What's impressed me again with Hall, he's just been probably a sponge for taking some of the great styles in that Penn State room.
I said that first, he won it last year.
Yeah, yeah. So, but he's taken some of the styles. You can see I was doing a little leg riding here. He's always had a pretty good side tilt right there off the 2-on-1.
Was the Big Ten runner-up last year at 174.
Amine did a nice job of staying out of that cement mixer, Tim.
He did.
Yeah.
And so it's just a 2-point takedown for Mark Hall. Beat a couple of highly ranked wrestlers, Cutler and Bernstein, in the semis and finals of the Scuffle a couple of weeks ago.
High school level, pending approval from a doctor that they are mature enough to do so. This year, Mark Hall is 15
scooping up the near leg. And then one thing that separates is Mark Hall is just his hand control. It looks like when a guy gets the feet, a lot of guys will just kind of let it go. They'll just push him away. I'll beat this guy's feet. You're not out until you're all the way out. He just does a great job of working for this tilt.
Nice job of the hips by Hall, because that was a good step over. Stopped by Amine there, but
now he finds himself trapped in that Turk, that bottom leg Turk. Again, you get this position, you turn the hips first, the shoulders will follow.
Pull his head up and scoop it.
It's easy to ride in here, but we'll see if Hall can continue the advantage there by scooping up that bottom leg a little tighter. If you can lock that above the knee, but the referee's going to call stalemate.
There's Dad Mike again. Mike Amine yelling encouragement to his son. Mark Hall leads his team with 15 wins so far. Leads the team along with Nick Nevels, the heavyweight, both with 15 wins. Last year, as we said, brought out a red shirt in the middle of the year. Lost his first match and went on and won the NCAA championship as a freshman.
See the hand fighting going on there. Mark Hall does not concede escapes easily. Now he's going with that inside leg lace. He's hunting for wrists. Granby attempt there. Little subtle thing. He was able to step over with that right toe. Look at that footwork. Follows up into the leg for the last resort, and he'll give up the count. He doesn't care about that.
Time ran out.
Yeah.
The count doesn't, and so he knew right where he was. Mark Hall, a good ride there. 2-point takedown in the first period and ride out. So to win, you got to get out from the bottom. And Myles Amine chooses bottom to begin the second period.
Good work of Hall stopping that first move with that right forearm there on the inside part thigh into a spiral ride. And he's more willing than most guys to come over the top with that left wrist and see how he's able to capture the left wrist of Amine, because he came over the top. Now he's back into that 2-on-1. Puts the leg in. Now this is a situation here with Amine being pretty comfortable with the legs himself. And it's a cross body ride that tend to be a little bit easier to get out of. See if he's got a roll through. There it is. Right there.
And it gets the reversal.
Just right on cue.
Been playing with danger there for a while, and the third time's the charm for Myles Amine.
It's been my experience that guys that have are good knowledge of the legs will go ahead and you only cross body and they'll come back with that little roll through right there because they've worked against it themselves. So not short time, so he's going to go up try to win this on his feet.
But riding time is going to stay in the favor of Hall with over 3 minutes of riding time, and so Amine going to have to make it work on his feet.
And that's even tougher.
30 seconds.
Mark Hall's so slick, such an exceptional athlete. Slide-bys and his setups and with his ducks, he just has such an arsenal.
Yeah, he does. He got a beautiful duck to that side, and again, just the more you wrestle him, he's just the best. Got to be one of the top scramblers in the country. Always seems to. You look at the little subtle things he does to keep position, to keep his head up. Good technique.
Some of those ducks remind me of former teammate, yours, Nate Carr.
Yeah,
and,
a lot of, yeah. Right there. So watch, he's gonna slide his shoelaces over. You see those right shoelaces go over and hit a little Granby off of that. Did a nice job of following through. And again, that's a little bit easier to hit off the cross body ride, where your ankle is at ankle to ankle on the cross body.
Well, right now, it's not where Amine wanted to be. He wanted to be somewhere where this ride would maybe win it for him because he's really good on top. And he needed to ride Mark Hall, but right now he's going to have something more than just a ride.
And Mark Hall is stretching him out here, and he's locking in the crotch. So he's spreading him out here, but notice how he gets his up on his left hand right there, and that allows him to get some pressure up. He's going to easily be able to go ahead and get the reversal. But it all started with putting pressure into him, getting up on his hand as high as he could get his head up, and then push into him. A lot of guys will try to push in when they don't have the optimum elevation.
It's 6-2, Mark.
Called a stalemate there.
Okay, sir, set. Top.
Okay, this match right now is with Hall's ability with the mat returns and wrist rides. Good work there by Amine again. So it's a 5-3 score.
And effectively 6-3. The riding time cannot be erased, so that extra point is part of Hall's score right now. So Amine needing something big or needing a couple of takedowns quickly, and that just doesn't happen against Mark Hall.
Well, you've got to be able to put more pressure on him than what's being put on right now. You got to push into him a little bit, try to get some pressure. But again, I said that Mark Hall is totally aware of where he is right now. He's not leaning into his opponent. He's carrying his own weight.
30 seconds remaining in the match.
He anticipates every shot. Look at him dig that right toe in. All right, see that right toe being dug in right there? It gets
Such
him
a great point, Jim. I mean, he's and nice job by Amine coming out the back here.
But he anticipated that and locked up the leg that would. Understands he has riding time, so he can give it up and still win.
And that's exactly what happens. Hall gives up the takedown, but with the riding time, 1 point, he wins 6-5. Mark Hall, Penn State, the NCAA champion, up against the All-American. Great match, great effort by the Michigan Wolverine. There's your winner, Mark Hall.
Good battle by Amine, bringing himself back into that match and getting a takedown against the national champ. And